Welcome to the 27th episode of Tasty Jams, hosted by Cups and Cakes Network. I'm Brandon Cruz, and when I started writing for Cups and Cakes, Blume is one of the first artists that I ever covered. I'd first heard about Blume through his album Synthetic Sounds for the Modern Soul, which came out early last year. It's an album that's ripe with ambience and psychedelia, but it has this budding structure that separates itself from being just pure ambience. The song In Heaven was one of my favorites from the album, and it's actually used for the intro in this video. So it's been over a year and a half since I've covered that album, and in that time an artist can change their sound entirely, or they might just release a continuation of their already established sound. And somehow Blume manages to do both in his newest album, Waves of Love. Blume recorded this album in his spare room between late 2021 and early 2022. And Waves of Love has a much more structured sound, and this is mainly through the incorporation of drums. And that's a sound that's been very scarce in some of Blume's earlier work. However, just because these songs have more structure doesn't mean that he's ditched his iconic psychedelic sound. Interwoven between these beats are reverberated guitars, synths, and Blume's hazy vocal delivery, and I love it. Now, I can't decide my favorite song on the album because it's actually a tie between the opening track, Waves of Love, which is like this instrumental overture, very reminiscent of his earlier work. Or there's the fifth track, Do You Wanna Ride, which is the heaviest we've ever heard Blume yet. It's almost like a psychedelic, hard blues kind of vibe. It's great. And overall, Waves of Love just provides the listener with an experience that feels both new and old. It's almost like walking through an uncharted landscape hand in hand with an old friend. And that's why Waves of Love is Tasty Jams. So thanks for watching. Go listen to it if you haven't already, and I'll see you beautiful people next payday.